continues.
Hi, this is Dick Cavett, and you are listening to Opie and Anthony.
I was trying to figure out why. A little inside shit. That'll be fun, right?
Yeah. Hey, it's Sam Roberts.
Oh, the rumor's not true. Heard rumors while I was away.
What?
I thought Sam was fired,
Oh, really?
but now I see him, so I guess that rumor was false.
What did he do that was supposed to have gotten him fired?
Well, I don't know.
Chick. What?
How was his show?
Hey.
It was kind of reminiscent. Travis was right on about the Charlie Sheen comparison.
Yeah.
Right.
It was kind of reminiscent of when Charlie Sheen jumped on and started doing his own podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was really kind of sad.
Yeah, it was just not as fun when he was in
No,
an
it wasn't.
appropriate environment.
Definitely
He was just
wasn't.
kind of spending the whole time telling people to vote for him next October and to pay attention to his record.
Did you listen to E-Rock and adjust something?
Yeah.
Did it affect both of our mics?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I
yeah.
turned all of us down.
Did you?
Yeah. Now that E-Rock is...
I don't like it at all.
Why?
I don't know. Now I got to turn my headphones way up.
Oh, well, I'll do
I
this then.
think. All right.
There you go.
There we go. That's better. That's more like it. A little
E-Rock,
crisp.
E-Rock told me to turn my mic down, Sam.
E-Rock came in
Why?
here and was
Said it was
like,
clipping.
he said, "Hey, asshole, turn down your fucking mic."
Well, I don't know what E-Rock's problem is, but I always like your contributions.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. We got today's apology.
Yeah. Who is this from?
One that probably should have been made, although he
Wow, really?
Oh,
yeah, although he won't be fired as he would be if the ideology were reversed.
Exactly.
Another safe target. This fucking pussy media. Ugh.
The Blaze had a clip yesterday from, who the fuck was it? God damn it. But he was talking about MSNBC and the fact that they are just full of vile, horrible people that say horrible things and with no repercussions whatsoever.
And I don't mind anything.
What kind of horrible things, though? Give me an example.
Oh, my God. Well, they hired Reverend Al. We know what his past is full of. Homophobic remarks, anti-Semitic remarks,
But
race
now he's talking
baiting.
to the Oprah.
Yeah, now he's a fucking, he's a media destination, as Tim Sabian would so eloquently put it. And then we got
Alec Baldwin recently.
Alec Baldwin. This is his second foray into faggotism, where he doesn't like or uses what they would interpret as gay slurs. I could give a flying fuck, but
he should be
the
allowed.
MSNBC people, if any of these people were right-leaning, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, had said anything remotely close to this once, there would be a concerted effort on the left to have them removed from life.
But you don't think Alec Baldwin's coming back, do you?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Because you remember when Rush Limbaugh said to that one girl, he said something derogatory about that, whatever her woman's name was,
that
about
one
her
that
birth
wanted
control.
the fucking birth control pills.
The fucking press was all over him.
yeah.
Or
He survived.
he's Rush though. I mean, Rush is, but he had to say he was sorry, and for a giant like that to have to come out over some dumb shit,
Right.
And who else was it? There was MSNBC, Keith Olbermann. You remember when
Yes.
that one guy, reporter, had said, did they pimp out Chelsea? He got suspended because he had said pimp out about Chelsea Clinton. Fucking, I can't stand
When we all
that word.
understood how the word was used.
Yeah. Everybody knew that he didn't mean anything.
He didn't mean
it's-
suck dick and give up her vagina.
Yeah.
They don't care, though.
There's other definitions of the word
Yeah.
pimp. Pimp
The-
out.
The left-leaning media gets away with a lot more because their own doesn't attack them on it.
Yeah.
But the right, oh boy. I mean, the MSNBC has a record of saying and doing horrible things. They're the ones, that edit fucking news clips and shit like that under the flag of NBC News.
Right.
It's embarrassing.
Well, with that, we got Martin Bashir.
Yes, he's the latest one.
Well, this is what he said.
our free stuff today
That's not him.
is
obviously.
being paid
Sarah
for by
Palin.
Sounds like Palin.
taking money from our children and borrowing from China. When that
hot
note
voice.
comes due, and this isn't racist, so yeah, try it anyway. This isn't racist, but it's going to be like slavery when that note is due.
It'll be like slavery. Given her well-established reputation as a world-class idiot, it's hardly
World-class.
surprising that she should choose to mention slavery in a way that is abominable to anyone who knows anything about its barbaric history.
No one knows
So here's an
about
example.
slavery
One of
firsthand,
the
so
most
shut up.
comprehensive first-person accounts of slavery comes from the personal diary of a man called Thomas Thistlewood, who kept copious notes for 39 years.
Thomas Thistlewood.
In 1756, he records that a slave named Darby catched eating canes, had him well flogged and pickled, then made Hector, another slave, S-H-I-T, in his mouth. And he mentions a similar incident again in
S-H-I-T.
1756, this time in relation to a man he refers to as Punch. Flogged Punch well, and then washed and rubbed salt, pickle, lime juice, and bird pepper.
Delicious.
Made Negro Joe piss in his eyes and mouth. I could go on, but you get the point. When Mrs. Palin invokes slavery, she doesn't just prove her rank ignorance, she confirms that if anyone truly qualified for a dose of discipline from Thomas Thistlewood, then she would be the outstanding candidate.
And I have, you know what? I have no problem with
Yeah,
that.
I don't have a problem with what he said.
But again,
it's not that outrageous.
what she said was just dumb. It wasn't racist. It was just something a dummy says.
Let me tell you something though. Slavery is evoked for every fucking thing by black people. So fuck it. Good. I'm glad Sarah Palin said that. It's used as an excuse for crime, horrid behavior, fucking having 20 kids with no fucking fathers. So good. I'm glad she evoked the fucking precious memory. Good. And that guy's an asshole for fucking calling her out on it and not calling out every black person that uses it as a fucking excuse for horrid behavior. So fuck him, fuck them, fuck everybody.
He is a fucking obviously a biased worm.
He is. He's
but
an asshole.
She's also a dope. And the thing is, it's not that it's an offensive comparison. It's just a bad comparison. It didn't make sense.
I don't like the way she tried to excuse it beforehand. Now this isn't racist. Oh, I'm gonna try.
And it was inaccurate.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It wasn't even
sense.
accurate. It's like, it's almost, it's up there with saying my boss is like Hitler. No one thinks you mean he killed Jews, your boss.
Right.
I think her point was you're enslaved to the debt.
Then just say that.
You don't have to go into this.
I think she
slavery
was
thing.
saying it that way.
Yeah, I think she meant that, but it's.
We're all smart enough to understand why she used
you're
the
chained
slave,
to the
slave
debt.
thing,
You're
right.
enslaved.
And then Martin Bashir really tried to push it. He pushed it a little too far. It was like,
Why didn't she just say that, though? Why didn't she just say you're going to be enslaved to it? I'm going to make a comparison. Now, this is not racist. This isn't
racist.
That's why you dumb Republicans. That's why you're President Obama and not McCain. That dummy.
She's not well spoken. That's why she didn't say it better.
She's stupid.
So then Martin Bashir had to do this. The apology.
Last Friday on this broadcast, I made some comments which were deeply offensive and directed at Governor Sarah Palin. I wanted to take this opportunity to say sorry to Mrs. Palin and to also offer an unreserved apology to her friends and family, her supporters, our viewers,
and the man
anyone
that
who
would
may have
shit
heard
in her
what I
mouth.
I implied that she was going to take piss and S-H-I-T in her stupid Alaskan mouth.
You know what this is about? Reverend Al Sharpton behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Got a little, you know what.
What do you mean? Oh, you think he got mad?
Fuck yeah. He's pretty much running MSNBC at this point because they're all scared of him. I would bet money Reverend Al has something to do with this.
Really?
Yeah, because listen to this apology. It is like fucking complete.
I think some people got on him.
I believe so, too.
Because she's a woman. And
I'm sure Reverend Al
that.
was rah-rahing, though.
They don't like that.
Rah-rahing, saying, look, he's got to apologize for this shit.
You think? I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
It's almost like it suits Reverend Al's agenda.
Palin.
He hates Sarah Palin.
But
this guy wasn't.
But he's got to support black over anything.
But he wasn't really
right.
like.
So why would he support over Palin? Because
he's describing
slavery,
but he's describing what was horrible about slavery. He was saying, look, this woman's trying to compare something to something that's so horrible.
Right.
And he wasn't downplaying the fact that it was horrible.
Right.
So I don't know if Reverend Al would be all that pissed at it. I think it was so self-serving, and obviously...
But he said what he said was offensive. So what was offensive about what he said if what he was saying was accurate?
I think
what happened to slaves back in the day.
No, I think the part about implying that Sarah Palin should have her mouth shit in and her eyes pissed upon...
Oh, that's not really offensive, though.
I think that was the part he was apologizing for.
Oh, okay.
Quite frankly.
Oh, that's the easy part.
He's not even wrong. How great would that be?
I apologize.
She really comes across as a dummy, though.
She did, and I tried not to get on that bandwagon because it was so predictable for people to say it, but she just is a fucking an ass. The woman's an ass.
Well, they just they just blew it picking her
They
without really looking into how she handles herself.
Oh, but it's a big state, and I was in charge of it.
Totally.
And she never comes up with any type of solution, by the way.
Yeah. She, I don't like her, that's for sure.
You're not a fan?
Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
So you kind of cringe when you see her on TV?
Yeah. I don't. The good thing is I don't think she's very representative of what, like, Republicans, they all steer clear. I mean, they steer clear of her. Let her fucking talk.
So where was she talking?
She's now on the circuit. She makes a lot of money for speaking. So who knows where that was.
Bashir continues.
Our viewers and anyone who may have heard what I said. My words were wholly unacceptable. They were neither accurate nor fair. They were unworthy of anyone who would claim to have an interest in politics. And they have brought shame upon my friends and colleagues at this network, none of whom were responsible for the things that I said.
Wow.
And at a place where we try every day to elevate political discourse.
Oh, no, you don't.
And to focus on issues that matter to all of us.
Oh, boy, did he get a talking to.
Yeah.
He got a talking to. That's a complete apology.
Yeah.
That's not a vague one. That is like, here it is, boom, boom, boom. Right?
That's an apology, all right.
That's too bad.
Why did they remove the JFK X mark from the street?
They did.
I wonder why.
Because people were almost getting hit.
Unless they're doing a reenactment or something.
Oh, maybe.
Unless they're doing a reenactment, they don't want the X there.
Oh.
Digitally remove it.
They're putting a Family Feud type sound one in there. So you'll know when he got hit because you hear map.
That was a... Yeah.
That's too bad. I like when these guys, spew their shit.
I apologize for saying that Sarah Palin should have been in Two Girls, One Cup. yes, indeed. I apologize to Miss Alaskan Tub Girl, Sarah Palin. Whatevs, Chipper. I hear you.
Fudge, yeah.
Damn, man.
Did Carrot Top really say this? What's wrong with him?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That Sarah Palin should have her mouth shut in?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Oprah's doing a Where Are They Now thing.
Oprah.
She got it. Yeah, it's one of
But
those.
Carrot Top never went away.
Is she doing it on herself? Because no one watches her dumb channel.
They don't. I think she made a mistake going so female. You have to have pick a vibe. But MSNBC is dying. Her channel's dying because people are not interested when they know 100%. Like Fox, but there's just not enough conservative. If there were more conservative stations, Fox would have the same issues that MSNBC has.
Your channel hits dying.
Yeah. But there's only a few places to go for that intense conservative talk, so everyone goes there.
I thought she was doing all right.
I think she's having a hard time.
Yeah.
She knew it would be like a slow build.
It's nothing compared to
where she was at.
What she had.
Right. I don't think she cares as much.
No, I don't think she cares. She's fucking very wealthy. She's a billionaire.
And she knows,
albeit it's amazing because in such a horrible, horrible racist country as America is, according to her, I'm surprised she even made it.
Did she say that, though?
Oh, she certainly did.
Did she say America's a horrible racist place?
Yeah, she said America is, well, she didn't say horrible, but I would assume if it's racist, it's horrible. She says that everybody that criticizes the president is doing so because they're racist.
But she didn't even support him this election.
No, she's fucking...
She backed way off.
Well, Obamacare.
She backed way off. She was front and center for his first campaign.
Isn't supporting somebody because of the color of their skin just as bad as not supporting someone for the color of their skin?
Sometimes.
I think it is.
Sometimes.
I think it is.
I agree with you sometimes. And I'm not, it's like, I hate to play the House liberal. It's embarrassing.
Oh, my God. I was going to say House something else.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow.
Jimmy.
Oh, Ann is such a hunk of garbage.
You're really not nice.
I know.
Oh, that's funny.
I know.
But Carrot Top was on Where Are They Now with Oprah. And, boy, he's saying a few things.
He is. Now, this isn't like Carrot Top. He's not known as a controversial character, really.
Right. Could we just play it from there? Well,
This is a different thing.
oh, what is that?
What's that, Fanny?
That's what Ant was just talking
Oh,
about.
all right. Let me hear the clip that Ant's referring to.
Play it.
I'm playing
Oprah on
it,
the BBC.
I said play it.
I'd already said
Many,
Oprah Winfrey has been a prominent supporter of Barack Obama. She thinks that both he and the office of president have been treated with contempt because of the color of his skin.
Oh.
There's a level of disrespect for the office that occurs. And that occurs in some cases and maybe even many cases because he's African American.
Could we pause right there?
No question about that. And it's the kind of thing that nobody
Oh, it's, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the clip was almost done. Go ahead.
ever says, but everybody's thinking it.
Everybody's thinking it. Thanks for telling us what we're thinking. Meanwhile, the Bush presidency, the way the liberals fucking dressed him up in effigy as Hitler and hung him and paraded his image through the streets. Disrespect for the office. Bill Clinton getting blowjobs in the Oval Office wasn't disrespecting the office. This fucking clueless bitch can shut her fucking yap because it's more of this fake racism that's going around. How about the fact that he's just not doing a good job as president? And if you critique it, Oprah thinks you're a racist. Fuck you!
but you got to think that there are a lot of people that don't like him just because he's black, though.
Sure.
All right. You would have to have blinders on not
I
to
would think
believe
so,
that
but
part of the statement.
Blinders, I'd have to have a left blinder on.
But here's
I mean, a lot of people never even gave him a chance because he was a black guy.
Yeah, but here's
That's
the fact.
pretty obvious. All you have to do is walk around and talk to people.
Here's the fact of the matter. His fucking his sure thing votes are 10% of the country, 13 maybe. The ones that voted, much less than that. White people put the motherfucker in office. Stop already.
Yeah, and
stop already.
When I think of, I guess there are people that think like that. We just don't really interact with them. But when I think of Obama and I get annoyed at this tax shit, I don't think like, oh, that black fuck. I just think this tax and spend
liberal,
motherfucker.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
It really does not. I have zero difference in my when I get annoyed at him for tax issues.
Yes,
I have zero.
Right.
Fucking, it has nothing to do with it.
When I watch, race comes into it when I watch beatings on World Star Hip Hop and robberies and fights at fucking Chuck E. Cheese. Then the race angle comes in and I think to myself, why are black people acting like this?
Yeah.
But it's not when the president does something. I'm not saying, why is the black president doing this? I'm going, why is this tax and spend liberal president, socialist president doing this? The fact that he's half black doesn't come into play when I critique his policies and awful terms that he's putting forth.
And that's where she's not fair about it.
Exactly.
There's definitely an element of that out there, but now his record is proving that, a lot of people are really not happy with him.
Dishonest.
I would love to
his
see...
approval rating is horrendous at this point.
Are there examples of what she's saying? Like maybe, you know what? I tend to react so against the fucking press that sometimes I'm probably irrational. I would love to see what she's talking about, but where is she?
But she covered her ass, her big fat ass. She covered it by saying, you might not see it, but they're thinking it. Oh, Oprah's Kreskin now. She's fucking telling everyone what they're thinking.
Yeah, that
Then
wasn't.
she wouldn't be Kreskin.
Well, that's true.
Stinks.
That wasn't too fair to say.
Yeah.
Because that would be a very, very small number, I think.
No, she says many.
I know. She's trying to make it more
Of course
more of a
she
thing
is.
than it actually is. I think the numbers are low on it.
The
but
president's
there are people definitely thinking
the
that way.
president's black. She's a fucking billionaire. Shut up with your dumb fucking racism shit already. I've had it. God, enough.
Well,
yuck.
You had a bad night last night, huh?
Ugh.
What happened?
Nothing.
You could talk to us. What happened?
Did your fucking channel get stuck on BET? What's the matter? You seem upset.
Yeah, you seem a little extra angry today. What happened?
Oh, no, I'm not angry. I'm just fucking...
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But Oprah talked to the Carrot Top guy. And
Well,
man,
actually, I felt bad for Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Oprah didn't actually talk to him.
Oh, wow.
It was one of those pre-tapes that was on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Oh,
but
boy.
She sent the producer to talk to him.
Oh, boy. And then you got Carrot Top just lying through his teeth. Is what you're going to hear here.
Oh.
For a day, people think have had plastic surgery. No, it's just because I use a lot. It takes a lot of makeup to make me look good. I was on a Comedy Central roast. When they booked me on the show, it was like, yay. All the comics were like, fine, we have someone we can pick on. Like, they love picking on me. And one of the comics says, Jesus, Carrot Top, when are you going to stop with all the plastic surgery? You look like the guy from Mask or something. And everyone laughed, but I remember looking at the camera, and I went, okay, I'm sorry that I look good. I don't think I look anything different than I did when I started.
All right, before
I think
and
I get a
after.
lot of grief because
Thank you, sir.
I've always been in shape, and I think for comics in general, they don't expect comics to be in shape. When I first started, I had my little Nissan pickup truck and my two teeny, barely funny trunks of stuff, and I used to bring dumbbells with me, literally to the hotels. And then when I got to Vegas,
Kenny worked for him,
I
too?
worked out more. I
Dumbbells.
really got into that training stuff where
Kidding,
I was
Kenny.
like, holy crap, I'm like big. Like, you really forget how big you can get.
We've seen him up close and
Oh,
personal. He's a cool guy. We like having him
Really
on.
great guy, yeah.
But I don't know, man. There's some stuff going on with that face. Didn't he tell us that he tattooed his eyebrows in or something?
Right. Didn't he,
to make it easier for the makeup in Vegas or something?
He did bulk up. I mean, he wasn't as big as he is now. Back in the early days, he was a skinnier guy.
That could just be steroids or something,
And his
too.
face is definitely wider.
Right.
What is he doing? Pull your pants up, Carrot Top.
He's just fucking, I think, reacting also to all of this negative. Like, he's become the punchline for so many guys. And there's times like, all right, you tease a prop guy, but all these fucking fake edge cornballs that smash him like he's terrible. It's like, come on, man. It's all right, it's not my thing of props.
Oh, my goodness.
But he's good at what he does, and he's not a fucking thief. He's not a thief.
No.
So leave him alone.
He's really good at what he does.
Yeah. I mean,
Might not be your taste, but he's very, very talented.
but just the way they attack him.
I'm looking at all these pictures. You know what? I don't think he's had plastic surgery.
If you look at the early ones,
I think it's like, I think it's more of a makeup thing.
Yeah.
We go to.
I think the
Look,
problem
his,
is
his nose looks the same.
I think the problem is he like tattooed eyebrows on or something. I think he admitted that on our show.
The
But besides
cheekbones.
that, it doesn't look that different.
Dude, look at the only thing is, in the 2007-94 comparison, the cheekbones in the middle of the face look a little bit more pronounced in 07.
And he has a bigger face, so you would think the cheekbones wouldn't be as prominent.
Yeah, and the chin is narrower.
But
Yeah, it
he's
looks like his
smiling
jaw's been
there,
sculpted.
and he's stretching his face out in the first one. That's very calculated before and after.
Yeah, just get us regular pictures. Let's
Yeah,
see.
there's definitely more of an.
There's
it looks
more of
like there's
a
more of an angle on
Pointier
the
chin.
Yeah, it looks like it. You're right.
Yeah, that could
All
be.
right, so he had his chin
Chin
done.
implant. Have a little chin implant. A chin plant.
Now I'm changing my opinion.
Yeah.
again. Okay, he's had his chin done. His lips look fuller.
Oh.
Kiss more kissable.
And
More kissable.
and his cheekbones, even he's a bigger guy and his cheekbones are more prominent. That doesn't seem like that's possible. And
What was
then he
the
has
piece on?
some weird like shoulder thing
I wonder if he's had implants.
on his shoulders.
yeah, or like body implants. Maybe not.
I
man.
don't
That's
know.
what could
He
be.
just works out like a fuck.
Right. He would kick your ass.
Yeah, oh yeah, Carrot Top would be a fucking problem.
With the plastic chicken, how embarrassing would that be?
Man, just fucking plastic chicken is hanging out your asshole.
Right.
All violated.
Frank in Brooklyn, he's on the roids. I would think he
What was the
might
piece
he might
about?
cycle in and out every once in a while.
What was the piece about? Like, where are they now? Or
Yeah.
He never went away. He went to Vegas and he makes a bloody fortune.
Yeah, he probably has a big fucking contract in Vegas.
Yes.
Was he the Luxor still?
He's got residency.
At the Luxor?
Residency.
Or was it the MGM?
Not positive.
That must suck, though. You have all that, you know.
Luxor.
He's got the fame, he's got the fortune, he's got everything that he wanted, probably, and then you're just constantly getting shit on. That's got to bother you. Because at the end of the day, which is when everything happens, according to people, you know, he's probably used to the lifestyle he lives now. So that's not a new thing. But that fucking pounding he just gets all the time, it's got to be frustrating, man.
Well, it doesn't help that he started out as a prop comic and no one knew who he was. So they made fun of him. That's probably what led him to working out like a monster.
Yeah.
Right?
Boy, those props really do give you a bad rap.
Yeah, and there's a guy named the legendary Wid. Do you know Wid?
No.
In out of Philly. And I worked with him in Wildwood, and he's crazy. But he's really a brilliant guy, and like comedians don't shit on him. He's like a prop guy. The comics, because the stage, it looks like fucking Hurricane Sandy hit it when he's finished. He'll have giant he's a mess, big cardboard boxes filled with things. But there's a real brilliance to what he does. You can't.
Why don't we know him then?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I've never heard the name.
I don't think there's even good footage of him online, to be honest.
Oh my God, not
The
a
Wid.
toilet seat. Boy, that toilet seat for prop comics.
Yeah.
That is the hackiest hack thing for a prop comic.
He looks like a hoarder.
Yeah, I'm sure
he's been doing this for so many years. I remember working with him in 1992.
Yeah.
And, you know, comics really like this
Just
guy.
play this clip. That's very good chance it's not going to be good.
Good audio, yeah.
Mick Jagger.
He took a
inner tube.
Mick Jagger when it's really cold out.
Now it's blue.
Blue
Right
one.
over there, here's an Eskimo urinating.
He's throwing ice out at people from his crotch. Ice cubes.
There's an Eskimo with kidney problems. Yeah.
Just one at a time. Right. I like having to talk and tell people what to.
I've seen other people do that joke. I think Carrot Top's maybe done that.
I would say if anyone does something that the Wid does, I would probably credit the Wid with it because he's been around for so many years.
For a real long time. Carrot Top's been around for a long time.
That doesn't even look that old, that clip, to be honest. Like that doesn't look like the Wid when I knew him. Like he looks a little older here. That's probably him. I'm going to guess from like 2004 or 5, whatever it was.
Right.
But that's more recent than when I worked with him in like 92.
Mess on this stage,
dude. But he's the only prop comic that will like really annoy people in the crowd by screaming at them. Like he's just so aggressive, and when he's moving, he's fucking moving. He's very enjoyable to me.
Let me hear a little more.
Can't do props on the radio.
Yeah, props on the radio.
Look, I got that. Look, just in case.
It's the word just, and it's in a case. He opened up the
He
case.
just dropped. I love the lack of respect he has for his own props.
He just throws them.
Joy bucket. The Titanic.
It's a toy boat hitting an ice cube.
All hell breaks loose. Here, take a bow.
Take a bow. He's handing him the bow of the boat that he just broke off.
Oh, what did I go overboard?
Oh, boat jokes.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders dying.
They kicked the bucket.
Kick the bucket, thank you, honey. Yeah. And we made it. Extra crispy, of course.
Whole puns.
Wow, yes.
I love the Wid.
Oh, boy.
I would go see the Wid.
I do enjoy the Wid.
Where's the Wid performing?
I don't know.
I'd go see the Wid.
I don't know if I'd enjoy the Wid.
No?
I'm not sure I'm enjoying the Wid.
Maybe not. He's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But I do. I would say as prop comics go, comedians enjoyed the Wid a lot more than most.
The Wid?
Yeah.
Why does the Wid have Small Wonder as his backdrop on Facebook?
I don't know.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. The Wid's a little crazy.
Yeah.
The Wid's a little crazy.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
A wee bit.
Yep.
All right, we're going to take a break. Bobby Brown's coming in next.
Not the black one.
Oh, shit. A sugar.
The chick.
The chick,
The
yes.
chick from
Cherry
all those
Pie.
lovely videos. Mm-hmm. And Great White.
Yeah.
And Great
She
White.
was in the Great White.
And she hung out with Tommy Lee.
Once bitten, twice shy.
DiCaprio. She banged a lot of guys.
And she banged DiCaprio, or at least saw his penis. And Janie Lane was, were they married? They had kids together, right?
Cherry Pie.
Janie Lane and her were married or just had kids?
I'm not sure. She did meth, though. I know that.
She did meth?
Really?
Yeah, she's a bad girl.
So we'll have to check out her teeth, make sure they're all right today. So she'll be in next. Very cool. And then a little later, Stacy Keach. But first, this.
The Opie and Anthony Show continues in moments. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.